Let's clap it up for a Five-A-Side Podcast, episode 98. You already know who you're joined by today, but not just who are you joined by today. We are now Five-A-Side on BEIN Sports. Let's clap it up for that. Super excited. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. you can catch us talking about African football, Ligue 1, Super League in Turkey, Liga Portugal. Very exciting stuff. Big dreams come true. For me personally, I know we're all going to talk about how we feel about signing the deal. I grew up watching BEIN Sports, the classic Ronaldo with Ozil days for Real Madrid. Team grew up watching. Yeah, bro, I remember playing like FIFA 06, commentating my own goals and shit. So to be able to be on actual TV commentating, incredible. So yeah, man, we put a lot into this. How y'all feeling?
I think it's amazing that BEIN Sports has trusted us to kind of do this. One, it shows that the things that we built and what we've been trying to do for so long has value outside of the thing that we built, outside of our community.
Mm-hmm.
It shows that the community that we built, so everyone that follows us, everyone that's liked any video, everyone that shared any video, what you did helped create the platform that we now have that is then looked at by a major international company like BEIN Sports, and they're like, what y'all built is something that we also want to integrate into what we have.
Facts.
It's super validating. There's no other way to put it. It's just super validating, and it just means that we have responsibility now.
Yeah.
As I'm the son of a Cameroonian, I'm commentating on African sports, so it's responsibility.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. So
yeah, people are watching.
Exactly.
Word.
No, I mean, echo everything y'all said. Like you said, it's a responsibility. It's also very fun with AFCON coming up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out everybody that gave me a BEIN Sports login back in the day.
I beat, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And we joined right as Ray Hudson retired, who's a BEIN Sports legend, so it's only right.
Or his replacement, bro.
That's a fact. Kendrick?
No, I mean,
thoughts?
definitely just the affirming part is real. Like, it feels like to know that a global company like BEIN Sports saw what we've been doing and said, like, hey, we want more people to have access to this. We want more people to see this sort of representation. We want more people to hear these stories.
Mm-hmm.
I just appreciate that from there, and I appreciate y'all,
of course,
for continuing to like grind every day, and put up with me and my shenanigans, for what, almost 3 years now.
Yeah, I mean we're in October now, so it's about the 3-year anniversary. About to hit 100 episodes too. So now we can see we average about 33 episodes a year. It's valid. It's very valid.
It's crazy.
And for us to have
3 years,
bro, crazy, right? But so much more to go. And what's crazy too is like for us to have it. Like, our thing was always about building black culture of American soccer, growing the sport in this country through our lens.
Yep.
And to have that be a piece of the show makes it even more special.
Exactly.
Especially with all the crazy comments we've gotten from every single video talking about race, from the beginning of any comment to now, and the Lamine clip that's still going crazy. The most recent insane one I received, "Blacks are so fucking insufferable everywhere on this globe," was the opening sentence.
Everywhere.
But like at the same time, we did insane, right? We got our feature. Shout out the team over at Soccer Roof, place we've hosted our events as well. And what we said in our quote: "Don't let anyone try to minimize your voice or tell you the things you care about don't matter." There were folks who told us that focusing on stories and players centered around both black culture and the African diaspora was too niche. Today, there are brands all over the world that collaborate with us to create meaningful content, experiences, and memories. So all those, at this point, probably literally thousands of comments like that we received were on BEIN Sports talking about African football. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Amen.
If whatever you're doing, man, just keep going, because, man, we've had our tough times. You know what I'm saying?
It's
in terms
tough now
of...
still.
Yeah, of course, but a little bit better now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, coming out of pocket early in the studio. Y'all know all the late nights editing, all the random cap wing tweaks and the little glitches, and then...
We need a cap wing sponsorship.
Bro, we need a cap wing sponsorship. Yo, posting through when the algorithm's not messing with you. And you're just like, yo, like, we're really spending bread. We're really, like, recording it. Just keep going, because the only way it's not going to happen is if you stop.
It's a fact.
At least that's the guarantee.
One more thing I want to add.
As much as you want to add,
I don't think we said it, but it's important that we look the way we look. Like, we're
Yeah.
young, we're black, on TV talking about soccer.
Yeah.
And it's the four of us doing it.
Mhm.
So it's not like a show that's trying to bring a bunch of different cultures and different people together. No, this is a black show. We
Yeah.
talk about soccer from our perspective.
Yeah.
That's history.
It
Like,
is.
That doesn't really exist on TV. We're the first ones to ever do this.
And we
So,
talk about creating what we didn't have growing up. This is literally what we wish we had when we were 12 years old. Is the AFCON is coming up and World Cup's coming up to tune into.
Yep.
So we are like, the kids is watching. Like, this is real. This is incredible.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Shout out to the kids, them.
Shout out to the kids, man. Y'all could be here too. Just keep going.
Bumba.
And then speaking of keep going, We got the World Cup coming up. Let's clap it up for that.
Yes, sir.
Incredible match ball
Coupe de
review
Monde.
we witnessed over at Pier 2 Brooklyn Bridge Park. Shout out Adidas pulling us through. Courtney with Pitch Blend. Match ball review is insane, yo. Those 3D graphics are things I have never seen in person. I don't
Yeah,
know
it was
about
tough.
y'all. Have y'all seen anything like that?
Yeah,
No, that was nuts.
multi-million-dollar investment.
Absolutely. Brought out 5 of the best players of all time, all World Cup winners. So we had Xavi Hernandez from Spain, Ya tu sabes, my people. Zinedine Zidane from France. Alessandro Del Piero, your boy. Cafu from Brazil. And Jurgen Klinsmann from Germany. So speaking of budget, they brought him out for real, for real. Yeah, that's a fact. But of course, also have the official World Cup ball right here. This is my 3 onda. Shout out for this gift. Y'all thoughts on the ball? We also got a preview of it. It's got the 4 panels. It's got the colors and flags representative of the 3 nations hosting the World Cup. USA, Canada, Mexico. How we feeling? I like it. Off rip, I really like it.
Literally, you just gave me the ball
It feels
before
crazy.
we started the episode. My first feeling about it is that there's a weird, weight of gravity to it.
Yeah, that thing gonna fly,
I don't think
bro.
I've ever felt a ball that feels like all the weight to it is centered towards wherever the bottom is when you're, holding
Yeah.
it.
May I?
I feel like it's gonna dip crazy on free kicks.
OD.
That's the vibe I get. I don't think it'll be too side to side. I think it's gonna dip.
Yeah, it will.
It's gonna dip, right?
It feels so for anyone who's played like summer beach soccer, it feels like either like a tech ball or a beach soccer ball, which for me is some of the most fun I've ever had playing the sport because it really does force you to keep the ball up and shoot from far because you have no idea how the ball will move. And it feels very, very inviting to take a low free kick from. Also, the way the colors are put together, it just feels like a ball you need to take a long shot with. It reminds me a little bit of the bazooka in the way that the colors kind of
definitely.
swirl and move together.
It's gonna look dope flying like a
It's gonna
curler.
look super beautiful.
And you know those? You saw the Club World Cup. They did those really slow mos.
I was exactly
when
about
they
to
get the
say.
cross coming in. You see, you know what I'm saying? I can see it.
You know what
For
else is
sure.
cool? You know those film photos that are a little bit when you still capture the movement and the
Oh, yeah, bro.
colors
It's my
as
vibe,
it's
yeah.
flying.
For sure.
Beautiful. This is gonna be really nice. What I do really like is the gold accents inside of it.
Yeah,
I think that ties it together nicely.
I agree. Josh?
Hey man, shout out to the 3 countries hosting it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Even just how it's color coordinated. Shout out to Adidas for having us there. But no, honestly, it makes me think of the other World Cup balls that we honestly have gone
Okay.
up and enjoyed.
What are some favorites from yours? Personal memories, design of the ball. What you feeling?
Jabulani obviously is the one with the flight pattern. Everybody remembers Diego Forlan used to hit that thing.
Yep.
But I would say 2006 World Cup, that one looked really good, especially when there was a curve on the ball.
That's one of the more unique ones I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That was my first footy competition I ever watched, beginning to end too. So it has the sentimental value, but I think we can all agree the design-wise it's crazy, super unique, never really recreated. So 2006 from a design is probably my favorite. 2010 is my favorite from memories because Spain won the World Cup, which obviously, I mean, when your country wins the World Cup, what more could you ask for? But yeah, so design 2006, memories definitely 2010.
I think for me, I'm a little younger. 2014 was kind of that first World Cup that I have vivid memories of. The bazooka is such a beautiful ball.
Yeah.
What it represented for Brazil. I think it was really, really cool to see so many colors and patterns on a World Cup ball. I'll never forget it. So for me, bazooka is the ball.
Yeah, probably the same for me.
Bazooka.
It was just it represented tropical, sunny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this one does too a little bit.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
Low key.
Oddly enough.
Yeah, there's a warmth to the Canadian cold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
With
not a
the
cold
red
red,
and
yeah.
exactly, it's a bright red. It's got the gold accents. And y'all probably can't tell on screen, but if you zoom in or just look up the image, there's a bunch of kind of like a monogram logo of a bunch of stars, maple leaves, and Águila, the eagle of Mexico, which are the same kind of emblems that are on the flags of each one of these countries. So they did take a very literal approach, but I think they executed well on it.
It's funny. They
I don't know if y'all can see it right here. These really little. Yeah.
It's funny they put the eagle for Mexico on the ball, but then the mascot for the
eagle
U.S.
is the US.
is the eagle, and I think it's like a cheetah or a tiger or something for Mexico. And a lot of Mexican fans were upset because they were like, "Yo, we the original, we had the eagle
On the flag,
on
yeah.
our flag. We originally had the eagle as our symbol. Why does the U.S. get to be represented as an eagle?"
Wait, so
That's a good
do you
question.
mean country-wise or in footy?
So basically what happened was FIFA created 3, and shout out FIFA for this.
Yeah.
They created.
Oh, you're saying the World Cup
Yeah.
host
World Cup
country
mascot. Yeah.
mascots.
Yeah,
Got
created
you.
like CG
Okay.
mascots.
Yeah.
And they also created costumes so the mascots will appear in real life. But they created like a TV show, like a children's TV show.
Oh, okay.
Which was shout out them because they didn't use AI for it. They hired a real design team.
That's cool.
And had them actually like sit there and create the work, which is something that a lot of companies wouldn't have done. So
No.
shout out to you for that.
Yeah, it's cool.
But Kendrick's point is that they had the US be the eagle on the ball, or they had Mexico be the eagle on the ball, but the character
Okay.
the US is an eagle and Mexico is a cheetah or a jaguar, I believe.
That's interesting.
It's a fair point. It's a fair concern. I don't know, like.
Is it their mascot? I don't know. This is more a question. Do they also think of it as a mascot for their country? Because the bald eagle in the U.S. is very emblematic now in a kind of a little bit of a negative connotation. But
Yeah.
America, essentially, I'm saying we only have one mascot. It'd be an eagle. I don't know if they have multiple. I don't know. And I don't know if it being on the flag, if they take it like that, if like.
I wish we had like someone from Mexico to ask this question.
Yeah.
Because I don't know enough about like Mexican
Tell us in the
pride
comments,
in
for real.
the
Tell us
eagle.
in the
Yeah.
comments. Like, do you
Yeah.
think of in
That's a
your
good
country,
question.
your mascot is an eagle?
Yeah.
Do you think of a mascot? Like Spain, what the hell's the mascot? I don't know. Bottle of wine for real. Like, you know what I mean, bro? I'm dead ass.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like, do other countries think about having a mascot? I don't know if Ghana, Cameroon, Haiti.
Lions. Cameron's the Lions.
Lions, okay, that one's fair. But some countries, I feel like you don't really associate like a.
Animals.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know.
They gave Canada a moose.
Fair.
Makes sense.
They got that.
That I think is fair.
One thing about the brightness of the ball is the return of the World Cup in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good point.
That's a great
point.
shout.
That's a great
Y'all
point.
remember it was first game was the weekend before Thanksgiving. That
I'm not gonna
Sunday.
lie.
That Sunday. It was Ecuador, Qatar, right?
You said it was bad?
It wasn't.
Wasn't
For family
It
things.
wasn't bad at all.
Working
No,
in
but it was nice because it was like yo,
working
like,
in
we on
footy
break.
wasn't the best. Working in footy it wasn't the best.
What do you mean?
I feel like working in footy, I'd rather work this summer in
yeah,
terms of
yeah,
how it
yeah.
affects, because it's the time, even with AFCON, right?
Balance.
At least the Western world, as you could say, decides to shut down more or less through late November into December, just based on Christianity, all that kind of shit.
Sure.
To put the World Cup, it's like, damn, you have to cover everything.
Oh, you're
3
saying
pods a
you as
week.
someone working in the sport.
That's what I'm saying.
Understood,
That's what I'm saying. Like that one time the world kind of agrees to chill. You not being able to chill is like, damn. But being able to be on like, yo, just ate Thanksgiving, there's actually a game is kind of insane. That was cool.
Mad nice.
That was cool. But I agree with you, bro. The summer, that's exciting for me, personally. Word. But speaking of international football, we are heading into an international break. So the club season has been kicking off. We've got about 10 games into the league seasons, more or less. Any teams, storylines, players that have stuck out to y'all so far to start the season? Now that we're kind of seeing seasons start to shape in each country, in each respective competition.
I mean, I told y'all from an Italy perspective, Milan's winning the league.
Yeah, y'all kind of
told
look good.
y'all.
Yeah, you did.
I told y'all.
Yeah.
Didn't y'all draw this weekend?
Against Juventus at Juve.
Yeah.
No.
Pulley, man, almost had it.
Missed the pen.
It happens.
Modric is incredible. I'll say
Yeah,
it.
I told
I'll
you,
keep
bro.
saying it the
I
entire
told
year. It's
you.
unbelievable.
That
40
boy
years old, it's
cold.
unbelievable. But yeah, Milan looks really good. The Serie A is really interesting.
It
And
is.
an interesting storyline is Roma is doing well.
Mm-hmm.
That's a team that's really, it's one of the few capital cities in Europe that has a team that isn't one of the main teams in the country. Like Paris,
Madrid,
the London
London.
teams are good, the Madrid teams are good.
Yeah.
But Rome, it has never really cemented itself as a top team in Italy, even though their fans are some of the most passionate in the world. They brought in Gasperini as a manager, who is a
That guy's been tossed around.
no, actually, you're thinking of a lot of Italian managers have moved around a lot, but he stayed at Atalanta for like 6-7 years,
And he changed that
and
club,
he changed Atalanta as a club.
UCL, Europa League winner. Like,
Unsolicited slander.
yeah.
And then Ranieri came in as a caretaker of Roma, and then asked Gasperini to coach him. Very Italian, as like a
What's
guy.
a caretaker in the Italian football context?
Literally, the word is exactly what the connotation means. He's someone who like oversees the well-being and like the mental health and like the good vibes of the club. He's too old to coach, but he's old
Okay.
enough, he's respected enough to be trusted to make decisions like who will be the coach, who's going to be like the technical director, what are the rules for the youth, like he's a
Interesting.
caretaker.
Yeah.
Literally.
Is it more so like operations aligned?
It's operations and like philosophy cohesion, basically.
Mm.
It's like
Philosophy cohesion.
it's
Merita,
it's
court
an
of silence.
interesting, it's
That's
an
what that
interesting
should
role.
mean, nigga.
It's an interesting role. But yeah, and it looks like Roma is gonna do it really well this season. We'll see how Europe kind of knocks them down a peg. Maybe it'll be a little bit difficult for them to keep up in multiple competitions. But if Roma can give Milan a challenge for the league, it'll be a fun season. Anyway, shout out to Serie A because you never know who will win.
Facts. Any other storylines y'all looking at?
I think there's a lot of interesting things happening in La Liga.
I agree.
Lamine HAS, I'm starting to get worried.
The injuries?
I saw somebody make a comparison today to Ansu Fati, and just basically saying how this part is like my thought. I think it's interesting how Ansu Fati and Pogba, the way that Monaco has been approaching them publicly has been like, we're gonna take as much time as we need to make sure they're rehabilitated, healthy, fully ready to go, even if it takes months. And then on the flip side, it's like we have Lamine HAS. He played 10,000 minutes or whatever crazy number it was last season, and now he's he can barely come back to play for the start of this season. And so I think I'm scared for him. And I think it's just unfortunate that he might just be chronically hurt. And
Bro,
obviously I'm speaking early, but
Knock on wood.
it's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It's also Barca's pattern because Ansu Fati, Pedri, Gavi, Lamine HAS, that's in the last 3 years, bro.
Yeah.
3-4 years.
Part of
But
it also is, I'm not gonna lie, it's become a Barca versus Spain thing, in the sense of Hans Flick
True,
also
yeah.
talked about the
what's
fact that
Barca versus Spain, the national team.
and the fact that they played Yamal when he was still nursing his injury.
Yeah.
And so
Oh,
Flick
facts.
brought that up. And part of the reason is also because Spain need Yamal.
Yeah.
It's not the case where there's an 18-year-old kid who's shining on the pitch for his club team, but the national team has senior players that won't let him on the pitch.
It's true.
Yeah, fair.
It's true.
You know what I mean? And so it's one of those things where he's very much needed in a lot of spaces. But I will say a growing injury, you need to take your time, brother. You need to
Yeah,
take your
facts.
time.
Yeah.
That could be re-injured quickly.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know. It made me appreciate Monaco more because I feel like there's probably a lot of pressure from, I don't know, ownership, and then even just
Fans.
the fans and the culture to be yo, we just signed 2 of the biggest stars in the world, play them right now. You know what I'm saying? But they're nah, we're gonna take as much time as we need, even if it means they're missing Champions League matches, even if it means they're missing the first matches of the season, whatever. So I don't know, maybe that might start to become a trend where teams start to realize okay, we actually have to prioritize their health.
I mean, I'm not trying to shit on Barcelona, but it's been such a bad Barcelona thing. One, financially they have no money, so how do we get cheap labor? La Masia, we kind of talked about it briefly last time when you brought up the minute stats.
Yeah.
People talk about why is Endrick not playing as much, blah blah blah, for these teenagers. Why did Arda Güler not play much last season? But then when they're ready and they're 20 or whatever age, they're actually fresh and aren't burnt out by the time they're 18 years old. At Real Madrid, for example, Vinny didn't start playing all these minutes when he was a teenager. Rodrigo didn't. There's something, and it gets into the golden boy culture of when you start using players versus how do you slowly bring them into the team. And I feel like playing them that much that young, you just can't. There's no sustainable way. Modern medicine has not found a way to have you be sustainably fit playing that much at that young age to make it to Ronaldo at 41. We actually have never figured that out in any sport ever before. So what makes you think now? You know what I mean? Without any new medicine.
It's hubris.
Yeah. Speaking of other sports,
So,
what the NBA started doing was what's the term that's used in the NBA?
Load management.
Load management.
yeah.
Do you think?
Soccer's always had it, more or less.
It's super.
It's more new to the NBA, I would say, actually.
It's more. You're right. It's more new to the NBA, but sometimes I feel like, and I don't watch the NBA that much.
Yeah.
You guys watch it more, but correct me if I'm wrong. When Kawhi was on his load management kind of scenario with the Clippers, didn't it feel like it was more so coming from him as a player wanting to extend his own period of grace
I will
before
say
playing?
that. I do feel like NBA load management. Also, NBA is probably the most player-forward league out there because there's so few players. It's only 5 on the court at a time. It did feel more like a Kawhi. It felt like more like a Kawhi thing than a Clippers thing.
Right. So it
So
was
the blame
almost
kind of
him-
flips different.
It was him as a player saying, "I think it makes sense for me to sit, so I'm gonna sit." We haven't seen that in soccer
From a health
adamantly
perspective.
yet, from a health perspective.
Nah, they just want to get out there.
Could be very interesting the first time we see a player say, "I'm gonna sit."
I actually need fucking rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Pulisic.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
He did not go to Gold Cup. It's true.
He said, "My body needs to," and then he
you're right,
started the
you're
season
right.
amazing.
He started.
You're right.
Let me
Yo,
just-
Landon.
Low-key.
I ain't never seen you
Just-
play
Low-key.
Serie A like that.
You landed.
You landed it for sure.
I didn't know he was gonna land. it.
Yeah. No, I mean, Rodri talked about it with his ACL tear. There's just so many injuries, bro. It's too much, too consistent, too young, too. Ansu Fati should not have had to physically have gone through that at that age. or Pedri
Child
or Gavi.
abuse.
Gavi's out for another 4 months again. Like,
Damn.
yes, because I'm not trying to shit on Barca. These are all Spanish players too. I want them to be healthy. I want them to succeed. Another 4 months. He's had several multi-month injuries already. It just has to stop. We got to find a way. But speaking of Pulisic, I was going to ask you your thoughts on his form to start the season, because this is like he's arguably the best player in the league to start the season.
He's got a very endearing quote too. I'm forgetting who it's from.
Pulisic?
Yeah,
know
like
you're
No,
talking
Nesta. Nesta said something about him. Nesta
Oh
said,
yes, Nesta. said-
no one else has players like Pulisic in Serie A.
And he was saying Italy as a team doesn't have players like that.
Yeah, on the Italian national
Yeah.
team, which is true.
Yeah.
We lack a creative center midfielder. Like
He can play
Or
behind
Cam.
the striker,
Yeah.
left, Cam,
true.
all that. Yeah.
That's true. Nah, I mean Pulisic has always been super talented, and he said it a few years ago. All he needed was consistency, and I think the fact that Milan is only playing 1 game a week, it gives him the time to prepare, gives him the time to work with the team, the manager, and understand exactly how he's going to be situated in that game
Rest a little.
and rest a little bit. And that's why I really think Milan's going to do very well this season. I think we're going to have a lot of really, really good Serie A seasons from Milan players. And Allegri's a good coach. Allegri's the type of coach that has won the Serie A multiple times, and he understands how to tweak the system, which is perfect for the system that he has with the players that he has, because he has 5 midfielders,
Yeah.
4 strikers. The only issue is there's a little bit of a lack of depth up top, but I think speaking specifically about Pulisic, having Modric and Rabiot behind him gives him so much freedom and so much like leeway to go between the strikers and the midfielders.
Yeah.
It's a shame that he doesn't have that same system with the U.S. because what it almost shows me as an American watching AC Milan is how much work Pulisic has to do for the U.S. compared to how little work he has to do for Milan defensively.
Yeah.
Defensively, at least for the Korea game, like which I got to see up close in person, like Pulisic was tracking back. He doesn't do that for Milan. He doesn't have to. So it shows, I guess, what it takes to be an international player when the talent around you is nowhere near as good as the talent around you at a club. And it made me think of players like Alaba, players like Haaland, players like Lewandowski, who
For sure.
really like have to be super selfless and do things that they never do for their club team because they're just too good to do that shit. So
Alphonso Davies. Yeah, bro.
Davies, another
Alaba will
one,
be
yeah.
playing CDM
Yeah,
for Austria. It's like,
yeah.
nah, we need you in the middle doing everything.
Yep.
And you a center back and you going left wing. Like, it's crazy. It's an interesting part. Aubameyang with Gabon. Shout out now having some help with Dennis Bouanga, who we're going to talk about. But that is an interesting, like, club versus country perspective. From what Pulisic is doing right now, just this beginning of the season, is this the highest peak we've ever seen from an American player in Europe?
absolutely.
I don't even think that's a debate,
Absolutely.
right?
This is
We
the-
growing up, we ain't
yeah.
never see, Blank has 7 goals and 3 assists to start Serie A or La Liga. We've
Absolutely.
never seen this.
I mean, no American has ever had his name chanted by a stadium as important as the San Siro. That's
No.
never happened before.
That's a fact
So, yeah, this is probably the peak of American soccer
so far.
so far in history.
in Europe.
Just in the
Period.
world.
Level
the
of
world.
play? Shout out to MLS, but let's be serious for a second.
In the
Nah, I
world.
wasn't even saying that, bro.
What were you saying?
I was just qualifying it.
No, I would.
I don't know where all
I would say
the
in the
Americans
world-
have been.
Nah,
And all they
globally.
would, all
Yo, I don't know what
Nah, globally.
I just don't know what you're going after, bro.
It's okay. It's okay. I was trying to save you because somebody's gonna come in and be like,
Who are they gonna
actually,
mention?
In 1992, so and so was in Spain.
No, they
and he's-
weren't.
All right.
But like that's the thing. Like,
Like, no, they
Pulisic
weren't,
has
yeah.
broken mad stats.
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
first American to score blank here. That
That's
like
amazing. I'm
everything.
happy.
He won the UCL. Like,
Yeah.
nah, bro, this is not happening.
I'm happy for him.
What
Shout
they're gonna
out
do is
Christian.
give you an LA Galaxy stat from 04 and say, nah, but Major League Soccer. No, sorry, buddy.
Hey man.
Shout out MLS.
Non-disparaging.
Non-disparaging.
Non-disparaging comments.
Crying.
Coming from this podcast.
From that chair right there.
That chair right there. I got my storyline as a Real Madrid fan. I'm just happy for Kylian Mbappe, bro. He is on absolute smoke. He scored in, I think, 9 straight games for club and country. He's already got about 9 goals in La Liga, 5 goals in the
he's
Champions
wildin'.
League, including a hat trick. He's sharper. He's no longer getting offsides on all his runs. He's finishing crazy, scoring from outside the box, getting tap-ins, getting assists, everything. He's excited. He's happy. His chemistry with Vinny looks phenomenal. His chemistry with Rodrigo looks phenomenal when he gets back on the pitch. He's just on smoke, bro. And people were shitting on his last season when he was the European Golden Boot winner. He is 6th all-time in Champions League goals
set
at
the bar- he
26.
set
He
the
won the
bar
World
too
Cup at
high.
18.
He set the bar too high for
Like,
himself.
I think, and this
It's,
gets into our
it's like what's the phrase? like you kill yourself with success or something.
Mm-hmm.
Suffering from success.
Suffering
yeah.
from success. Like he
Yeah.
went too crazy, bro. So not anything.
He's going more crazy.
If you go like slightly less crazy, people gonna be like, "Oh, you fell off."
But was
bro.
it even less crazy? But point being is just like we're witnessing. I don't know one of the greatest players of all time in terms of like if you do a starting 11 of who's ever played the game. But man, when Mbappe is done, he's gonna be high on that list. And I don't know why we can't just enjoy this footballer, bro.
Can I be honest with you, bro? And this
Yeesh.
is a childish take. It's super childish. It's super
I'm ready
childish.
for it, bro. I appreciate you qualifying it with that.
It's very childish.
Because you're saying like this is just me.
Yeah.
I respect that.
It's just not cool, bro.
Is Messi cool, bro? Is Messi cool?
Nah,
This
high-key,
clip is-
Is
high-key,
Messi cool?
We've discussed this
We've
before.
said it a couple
We've
times.
discussed this before.
It hasn't really changed.
Messi's not cool, bro.
Nah,
Nah, I
but
know that,
Messi, nah.
Messi's
we could
not
talk,
cool.
We could talk about it.
This ain't about
We
cool.
could talk about it.
And
Messi-
Mbappe, and we're
we
gonna
could
talk
talk
about
about it. We could
childish
talk
take.
about it.
I
No,
know,
no.
I know.
But Messi's not cool. But he like
he's white.
no.
That's what y'all trying to say. See,
Like,
black
no,
people.
that's not what I'm saying at all.
Be black.
That's not what I'm
He's
saying
the
at all.
greatest player ever. You're not.
Nah.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Nah.
Niggas
Messi,
is sick.
it's because Messi has like he's always been like this quiet, like not awkward, but like you know what I'm saying.
I know awkward. No, he's awkward.
Like his
he's
his
awkward.
demeanor has always
He's
been
awesome.
like
Yeah.
there's nothing else. Huh?
Boys, go ahead.
I don't know. There's just
Messi's
something
archetype.
different.
Messi's archetype is more like I
It's
don't know.
geared around
dude's scared to say what's up at a
it's
pregame?
basically
Like what?
more so geared around the mystique of him like being so great,
timid,
but it's
yeah.
but being very effortless.
Yeah,
It's always around like effortless greatness that doesn't take too much because he doesn't have to say shit.
Yeah, like he
Messi,
doesn't.
Messi shit was
But
a bit
also-
unexplainable. It was like
It's exactly. There's an air about him that's like, yo, it doesn't even matter
doesn't-
that he's
like,
not cool
his
because he's
personality
just his
and his-
own. He's
Bro,
an alien. He's an
Who's
alien.
a cool legend?
Ronaldinho, Thierry Henry,
Okay, those are fair.
Zidane.
Ronaldo, even.
And Ronaldo's definitely. I mean, he's the most followed nigga on Instagram, so yeah, facts. But
No,
that's
that
not
was
the,
a bad question.
huh?
That was a bad question.
But that's not the standard of greatness at all in football whatsoever.
It's not
Because
the
the first
standard.
example
That's
I
what
gave you was
I
laying
know.
down Messi,
it
bro.
hurts
That's
you
why I
though.
said
It
The
hurts you.
question you should ask him is why.
Also, this is a
Mbappe-
personal.
Yo,
this is a
listen,
very.
The
Yeah,
question
but
you
many
should
people
ask
share it,
him
though.
is
I think
just
so.
why Mbappe is not cool to him. That's what you should ask.
Yeah,
him.
that's a big fact. Why is
because
it not cool to
some
you?
people think that Mbappe, especially when he was younger, was alright.
I agree actually.
Yeah.
I
Just
agree.
like
I don't see anything like I don't know. He seems like a regular.
exactly.
Exactly.
You look at the pictures at Clairefontaine.
No, we're gonna talk about those
You
fits.
see,
by the
you
way,
see
it's on the
everybody.
tracker.
You see everybody pulling
Actually, a
up.
nigga put
Everybody-
up with the same
there was-
pants as
there
him.
was in the
His
group
fit was
chat-
decent,
There
bro.
was in the group chat like, yo, we about to step different this
Nah,
time. So
y'all
it could be
can't
on
do that.
footballer Fits.
Y'all can't do that
Mbappe
because
pulled
niggas
up in
wore
a
the same
regular
pants as
fit.
him. And y'all can't just overly gas everything because it's like, oh, this nigga worse than crazy.
No, Sib, just break it down.
Break it
Is it
down,
more
bro.
so his fashion or his personality?
I think
Because
it's-
it's an at the end of the day, sports is
Sports
under
is
entertainment.
Yeah, yep. Sports is entertainment. I'm simply not entertained.
Wait. You're not entertained by watching
This
Mbappe?
clip, yeah, you're going for this clip right
Nah,
now.
it's true,
No,
though,
it's
bro.
like-
I affirm you.
Yeah, I'm
100%.
gassing a little bit. But it's
Wow.
I know
You're not
that's
gassing
that's
me.
how y'all feel.
Y'all niggas are sickos.
That's fair.
Bro, he literally has like mad like compilations of him being weird.
What
Sometimes in the life,
Liquor.
sometimes in the life,
Look at
I'm
you,
too
look.
competitive.
Look.
Nah.
Like mad people make.
The accent with the English is crazy, bro.
Bro, what do you mean?
Because he doesn't speak like.
No, but it's
Nigga
not.
speaks mad.
No, but niggas weren't making fun of his accent. Niggas
Of
were making fun
course,
of what he
bro,
was saying.
Of
Yeah.
course. Niggas want niggas to be dripped out, son. That's all.
There's just mad players that aren't cool, bro.
Mbappe cool, but just your taste.
Yeah, I think it's because what I'm saying is the hate he gets is not about that whatsoever.
Of
So that's
course,
why
of
it's such a
course.
left field. Like that's not the point I was making at all.
I think
It doesn't detract from your point
think-
at all.
Actually, niggas hate on cool people all the time. You know how much hate? Oh.
What the fuck, man?
Someone tried to break in the studio right now.
Nigga,
But, anyways,
nigga has some
Nah,
fuck mask.
to be fair, he didn't know. To be fair, he didn't
nah,
know.
of course.
Yeah, but it's not about that. It's the fact that he has some fuck mask on.
Wait, nigga said a
Well,
mask on.
because
That's crazy.
Niggas do it dressed up and shit.
For 3 hours?
yeah. No, that's why I said what I wanted.
No, we keeping this in. Best foot. Definitely. We
Yeah.
we keeping this in, but
It's not even 10 days into the month.
It's not even Halloween.
it's facts. It's the 7th.
No, it's not Halloween.
Oh, he probably felt so bad.
Whoa.
I disagree with your take, bro. Because niggas hate on cool people all the time. Allen Iverson was hating on for being cool. Shay gets hated on for being cool. No, go what? Destiny walked through. Shout out Destiny. Sorry, engineer. Mad niggas get hated on for being cool, bro. They actually love. Leao gets hated on for being cool.
Nah, but
Moyes
like,
gets hated on for being cool. So the hate. Okay, let's not act like the hate Mbappe gets is because niggas think he's not cool.
No.
I actually
But
wasn't talking about hate though. I was
Yeah,
talking about why
exactly.
people don't put him on that pinnacle of greatness.
I'm gonna be real.
Because your initial point was what was like the way we started with this conversation. The way we started in this conversation was you saying, why is Mbappe not one of the greatest of all time?
No, that's not what I said.
You
I was
were-
saying people just not appreciating. I was trying to get to a larger point about nostalgia and people not appreciating great athletes in front of them.
And I feel like one of the reasons why Mbappe isn't fully appreciated from his athletic talent
By who though?
Yeah.
by people in general.
Do you really?
I don't-
think that-
I don't
do you-
thi-
No, hold on.
Yeah,
hold on,
yeah,
hold
I'm
on,
agreeing
hold
with
on. Do you think that people really don't appreciate as much as they should?
I
Like
do think
people
so.
downplay.
I do think
in
so.
your
I think
experience?
even I do. I think I'm talking about myself. Honestly.
No, I know you do.
I'm saying, and I don't think I'm alone in this. I think a lot of people have a tough time fully grasping Mbappe as an idol, in the same way that when I was younger, I was too young to see Thierry Henry, but I'm able to latch onto him not just because of how he played, but also what he represented as a person. I don't think Mbappe has transcended just his sporting success. I don't think him off the field.
okay, now you're getting at a different topic. But
In
keep going,
France,
keep going.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, in
It's
France,
true,
in
it's
France,
true,
in
it's
France,
true.
in France, I think the archetype of him as a French person from Bondy is too strong in France for my point to be valid. But I think globally, Mbappe hasn't transcended coolness in the same
You're
way.
talking about
like-
now we're completely shifting convos. You're saying marketing.
Oh, that's what
but it's part of it. That's
No, I'm
honestly
asking,
what
I'm
I've
asking,
been.
I'm
That's
asking.
honestly what I've been talking about this whole
Let's
time.
talk about-
Is the perception of him as a person, not just as a singular footballer, but also who he is and how he carries himself.
The reason I disagree with that is because I just think if he wins the Ballon d'Or, no one gives a fuck. Dembele's not cool. Like, I don't know.
But-
Dembele is considered like the really nerdy
Nah,
history guy.
Nah, Dembuz is cool.
Oh yeah, no, fix the frame. Dembuz is not cool. Dembuz is not the cool guy. He was on Shua Many's podcast. Niggas was laughing because he watches World War II documentaries. Dembuz is not the
That's
wavy
fair.
dude.
That's fair.
He didn't do no crazy shit when he won the Ballon d'Or, man. Benzema dropped a music video. Like, what are we talking
think
about, bro?
That's a
One
fair
question-
counter. It's a
What are
fair
we
counter.
talking about, man?
Hold on, one question I'm gonna ask too. is
Saka's
'cause-
not cool.
Hold on, one question. I'ma
Soccer's
ask.
cool. Soccer's cool.
One question I'm gonna ask is more so the fact that
Saka.
Dembele isn't
a
seen
beast.
as that, but it's also due to the expectation. It's part of your expectation for Mbappe's entertainment, what he carries himself and such, due to also the type of player he is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
the type
That's
of
a great
player he
point,
is,
yeah.
you can see like other players who have had certain type of moments. I'm not agreeing with this nigga.
Yeah, facts. You're
I'm not
sick.
agreeing with him, but I'm just asking you the types of questions because it's like, okay, like for instance, when Mbappe,
I think you understand me. I don't think you're not agreeing, but I think you understand what I'm saying.
basically Mbappe, for instance, when he crossed the Manchester City guy up, right?
Continue.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I think the
Pointed back at him,
celebration-
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just the certain types of iconic moments, and obviously even PSG not winning it all added on to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess a wide forward should just be a different type. Is it because I don't know? Do you think he's feared or not?
No,
So is that also another
You're
way?
wilding.
I am.
Yeah.
Now, this
No,
is my.
because
This
that's hold on. I think that's also part
That's
of it for
awful.
him because
That's
if you
awful
think no,
take.
think about it. If you think
It's
that a
awful
player's
take.
not feared, you're not gonna think that nigga cool.
Mbappe scored a World Cup final hat trick, won the World Cup at 18 years old, is PSG's all-time top scorer
that's
at
a
like
bad
25 years old, 7th all-time in Ligue 1. He left the league at 25. He's going to be France's all-time top scorer, and he just passed Thierry Henry, who you just mentioned. He's going to get probably third
Let me
all-time in
ask
the
a
Champions
question
League.
after this,
That
so-
is such an insane comment. An interview defender. Listen to any defender talk about Mbappe, but this is my problem, though.
No, hold on, real quick. So you think defenders don't shit their pants when they're about to line up against Kylian?
I think they're surprised. I think every time they're surprised.
I would
Seb's
say.
trolling now.
No,
It's
no.
actually not. I, think they're surprised.
I agree.
You can
be-
think and be wrong, but that's cool.
I agree because he doesn't have like a scary aura.
That's my point.
Like
I
when
think
you like
I
when
think
you,
defenders are like, oh,
you
shit.
know
Y'all
you
got it,
know-
y'all got it, bro.
you
I think
know-
defenders respect him after the game, but I think going into it, they're like, oh shit,
you just-
whoa.
I
didn't
honestly,
expect that.
I understand. I understand.
Argentina didn't scheme for Mbappe. Where? Yeah, for sure.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah, they didn't scheme. Cool.
But
Y'all
they
got
did
it.
it though.
Anyways, my larger point is when you're witnessing incredible athletes, you're witnessing great movies, you're witnessing great music artists. Enjoy the moment instead of looking back, realizing you couldn't live in the present time and enjoy the beautiful culture in front of you.
The show is
Stop
crazy.
romanticizing the past. Stop being obsessed with nostalgia. Looking back can be great, can be beautiful, but in sports, in music, in fashion, in film, in TV shows, culture in general, whatever it is. We need to stop shitting on the current times for everything. Y'all need to learn how to enjoy what's in front of you, because if you can't do that, it's going to deeply affect your life, and that's a fact. So look in the mirror. It's real shit.
No, this is just a crazy
That was my
show.
larger point, because the fact that we have to have this conversation about Mbappe
This is just a crazy show. Because have you heard anybody say this besides Seb?
Huh?
Have you heard anybody say
Yeah,
this?
he's a wild boy, bro.
Alright.
He's a wild nigga.
I understand
actually
you.
don't
You lost me until the scary part.
Well, when I'm
But I understand what you're getting at, because I'll be the intermediary. I think Mbappe, like when you see him and when like defenders would see him, I don't think you would see him and be like, oh shit, like I'm scared of what this person's about to do in terms of like the energy that he carries with himself onto the pitch.
that's what I'm saying.
From your experience watching tape and like knowing what he's done, obviously it's like, yo, this is a world class player. I gotta be ready. But it's just like face to face seeing him, it's like he doesn't have the same like a Vinny. Like Vinny kind of has that attitude to him, that like energy where it's like, yo, like I know this nigga's actually gonna try to take my head off. Mbappe just doesn't carry himself with that same like, just the same energy. Not saying he doesn't have the tech. Nobody's talking about his skill. We all know he's like one of the most skillful players on the planet. Alright, fuck you.
No, I'm listening.
Fuck you.
No, I'm getting ready to put the Claire Fontaine in the chat.
The fuck am I sitting in right now? Like, bro, what am I sitting in right now? Like, sitting in this shit.
Yeah.
Kendrick, we forget they're Real Madrid fans.
Yeah,
It's not a-
We forget.
I was saying
this
this
how he
before the World
looks?
Cup final. I just think that's super cap. And if you were to poll defenders, who are the actual people that this conversation,
That's all that shit
Yeah, that's what we
happened.
need.
Let's do it. Yeah, we can call it being sports.
But I feel
pull
like,
up some league on
but I feel like there's other world class. Low key, I feel like there's other world class players that we can even think of for this comparison, right?
that are
Yeah.
more
Like you see a Benzema steps on the pitch. He looks like a player. You see him that like the way he carries himself.
So you're
it's kind of
saying
like, oh shit, like this nigga might actually dunk on me. Versus like
because he posts music
versus
videos
like
on Instagram?
versus like a Gareth Bale. We know the skill that he has, but he just doesn't have the same like
I think
fear factor like visually.
I think y'all are talking like fans and not like footballers. Because footballers are not thinking about anything besides the fact this nigga scores every game and dusts defenders. Like, what do we talk? Like, can we be dead ass for 30 seconds?
We're talking about footballers,
Josh,
right?
30 seconds. You think we think it's dead ass for 30 seconds?
Sitting in shit.
Bro, but we're talking about footballers, right? When you go play pickup,
that's
right?
a good point from Kendrick.
Pickup is not La Liga, bro.
Nah, nigga, let me speak.
Go ahead.
When you go play pickup and you see niggas that's warming up, you see niggas kicking the ball around.
Yes.
There's certain niggas that you see them and you're like, oh, like he actually might cook me. You certain niggas you see, you're not even really thinking about them. Even if you know that nigga, you seen him play pickup, he's nice, but you're not afraid of him. You're like, I'm gonna try to stop him. Certain niggas you see, you're like, I'm not like he actually might just fuck me up based on visuals.
Question for both of y'all. Do you think Mbappe is built like a sprinter? Nah, in terms of stature, I got you.
Yeah.
Does he not look like he can outpace you?
No, he doesn't. He's not.
But
doing
what
Now,
I don't.
hold on. Repeat with. I want to hear it.
Well, he's not.
He doesn't look like he'll outpace you.
His physique is a bit odd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you know the picture of him where
No,
he has
that's-
his
that's what I
pants
think
pulled up. You know the picture with his pants pulled up.
I'm not joining in on this conversation.
No, but you know
right
the
now,
picture
bro.
I
with-
understand. That's
Wait,
what.
I
what's
know
he
what
doing?
Josh is saying. I don't know it. Like, let's not get into.
What's he doing? Is he doing like this where his pants is mad high?
Stop,
His legs is weird.
Yeah. But okay, your pickup thing is cool, right? That's not the same as this person I know has one of the best careers ever, and I'm facing up against one of the all-time greatest players.
I understand.
So like, I just don't think y'all are being honest about the perception in the mind of an actual professional footballer
Okay.
who has to go up
I'm
against
not a
this guy.
professional, so I can never know.
Okay, but we're never mind, bro.
No, I think one question too to just put this in perspective. I know
Yep.
we dragging this.
Yep,
All right,
yep, yep.
cool, but
It's a fun conversation.
It is.
Yeah.
No, y'all are hilarious.
And I'm gonna hit on something, but I want to work my way there. Jude Bellingham.
Mhm.
Do y'all think he what you call it?
Don't piss me off.
More than Mbappe, yeah.
More than
I was about to
Mbappe.
say don't piss me off.
More than
Okay.
Mbappe. Whatever
He
spectrum
kinda
we're talking
has- he
about.
kinda
More than
has,
Mbappe.
like,
Niggas the face of Louis Vuitton, bro.
Hold on.
Nigga, that doesn't make you scary.
I thought we were talking about marketing and all that.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I'm just asking what y'all think.
We
Oh,
agree.
what?
Yes.
Why?
Jude over Mbappe.
Why?
Inexplicable.
He kind of has that like. He's
It's
from.
inexplicable.
He's
It's
from.
tough.
What did you say?
It's inexplicable. It's difficult to explain.
Oh, okay. I think
It's
this is something
difficult to
crazy.
He's from Birmingham, right?
Yeah.
He's a
He
brother.
kind of has that like I don't know, like
Fuck you.
British. Just like
So you're anti-French.
No,
I mean,
not
I
at
do
all.
think the
Not at all
French
because
makes it
Thuram
worse.
is Thuram and Dembele and
Dembele now. Dembele scary. Does Dembele look scary to you? He
Being
looks-
French definitely reduces your scary points. 100%.
yeah, it's true. It does.
100%. Name
Nah,
5
this is a-
scary French players.
You were just raving about Benzema for 20 minutes.
Benzema's one.
Oh, brother. And Thierry you mentioned too.
Terry's two.
Yo, you've only named a few players and half of them were French. All right, we can move. Actually, speaking of France, I love y'all.
Well done, well done, well
wait.
done, well
Speaking
done,
of
well
France,
done.
and speaking of
Just sitting in
no, on
shit.
some real shit. Speaking of France, speaking of aura, speaking of all that,
Yo.
Claire Fontaine is back. Let's clap it up for the French national team. Wavy
What
ballers.
Mbappe wear today? What Mbappe wear today?
The same
Allez, le
pants
bleu.
as Saliba, actually.
Allez, le
Anyways,
bleu.
we're gonna go
Them boys
through.
both from Bondy,
Wait, chill. Yo, listen.
True.
We love Paris. We'll see y'all there sometime. All right, boom. We got a bunch of photos. We got Jules Koundé with a bit Scandi of a style, to be honest. Very 90s.
Very tough.
Okay. Kamavinga's is very hard. I think Musi would wear this, actually.
Oh, yeah. This is
Musi, this would be tough. The Kamavinga fit, this is you for sure. Great bag. Mike Magnan dressed like a goalkeeper. That's sponsored by
Yeah, that's
Adidas.
tough.
That's a fact. Saliba. We got the Nigo Nike on top, some off-white Jordans.
It's
The
calm.
pants, it matches a lot though, which means he's probably newer to this. That's okay though. It's still very fly. Malo Gusto, that's your man's, right?
Yeah, this is like a. I
Calm.
follow this brand.
I
It's
like
a
the
French-
stitching, the stitching stuff.
It's like a French, like some upcoming brand. in
Yeah.
France.
We got Mbappe. You know what I'm saying? He got the same pants and sleeve. Nah, don't do it. This is
It
it.
doesn't-
He's getting better. He's getting better. Is he getting better?
No, bro.
Nah, he's getting
it doesn't.
better.
It doesn't really come
No,
together.
this is the photographer's fault. They caught him with the left hand pulled back. So
Nah,
he's doing the kick shit.
this is like he got a stylist,
I don't think
and the
he-
stylist
no,
is seating him
stylist.
pieces.
No.
but he not wearing the pieces.
Mbappe don't
the
care about
pieces are
stylists.
wearing him. The
I think
pieces
this
are
looks
wearing
regular
him.
to me. This looks regular. I think he could pick this out.
Who?
Mbappe, this is nothing crazy. This isn't something he
If
couldn't
he
pick
picked
out.
it out, he did a
He
bad
didn't pick
job.
those. He didn't pick
Unequivocally,
those
he did a bad
pants,
job.
bro.
It's not a
He
good
definitely
fit.
did.
He didn't walk into
Him
the
and
store.
Saliba bought them together probably
Nah.
and accidentally wore them on the
They
same
got
day.
they got two different stylists. They didn't
Ekatike, he's a
coordinate.
fly guy,
But it's
real
not
calm
really
with
his
it.
fault. It's a body shit.
Yo, shout out Martine Rose. Martine Rose is very creative stuff. So this bag here looks like a UPS package. You see how
I'm
it's
not
like,
gonna lie. Everybody been doing
Shout
that.
out Mateta, bro.
huh? What he got
Everybody
on?
been doing that shit. Telfar did the like Chinese bag,
They do a lot of
the
things.
Chinese
Yo,
takeout
go all the way
bag.
to the
Yeah,
end.
but that one's kind of wet.
Go all the way to the end.
Coman with the turtleneck. I didn't know we were still wearing those.
Mateta is somebody's uncle. For
And
real.
what he got on? Oh, it's a Prada. And then I like this the set.
So
Nah,
what are we?
stuff.
What are we doing?
Mateta. Oh, he definitely sponsored by Adidas too.
I think we
Big
just
Unk.
looking.
He only 27, right?
Yeah,
I think
28,
so.
28.
28. Damn.
Damn,
Shout out
bro.
Mateta.
Mateta's
Mateta.
28.
Well, you thought he was younger?
Nah, he looked like he's like 37.
It's the hair or the lack thereof.
He looked like
What's the
Seal.
lack there?
I mean, Seb thinks that's a big part of your brand too, is your hair.
Huge.
so-
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Big part of what?
Your brand.
Your brand. It is true.
Massive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one of us can go bald and pull it off?
I think it's you.
Yeah. You got the least amount of hair right now, so I'm gonna give you the
I
credit
think
for
it's
that.
you.
I can see it.
What we saying, chat?
Were you expecting,
Nah, it's definitely
were you
you.
expecting a different answer?
Definitely you.
Nah, it makes sense. It has to be one of the bearded niggas.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you can't have just
That's
fucking
fair.
seal shit.
I guess we all kind of have beards.
Yeah.
I
just-
I mean, like,
Nah. I feel you, bro. Full
Stupid.
beard. Definitely. Nah.
That's stupid.
It is what it is, man. Hilarious. All right. Well, shout out them. Shout out them
That's a
and
better
Claire
joke than I was
Fontaine.
giving credit for.
I didn't
Wait, what did you
understand.
say? I'm crying. Well, speaking of the
hope
international
someone
break
understood
too, they are about to move to the 3-week
You
long.
get it?
What do you say?
No. I'll explain
He
it.
said
It's for
Mbappe. He said
Patreon, it's for
Mbappe.
Patreon.
He said Mbappe.
Speaking about the international breaks, though, they are about to move into a 3-week long international break coming up after this. I'm sure y'all have some thoughts. Seb, look like you're ready to give a take.
No.
You think it makes
I
sense?
think it's a good thing.
Yeah? For
I think
club,
it's
for country, for everyone, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's good. I think it means we're gonna have a better World Cup product.
Okay.
It benefits the World Cup teams because it means that the teams get more time
Together.
to gel together. It also means that
Yeah.
the coaches have more time to like evaluate players. It's the final break before the World Cup for most teams, so it means that some of the teams that have already qualified have the chance to either bring new players in and really test them out for quite some time, or bring that old guard and have them get in a run of games that they are able to test new things out. I think it's going to make the World Cup
Yeah.
better.
They
That's
also
what I
said it's going to be fewer. They're doing it until 2030. It's going to be fewer international breaks now. So it's not a difference in the amount of games, or it might slightly minimize the games. but the breaks now will be longer. If that makes sense.
That's good.
So fewer 2 week and more, and in place of let's say 5 breaks, 3-week breaks sort of thing. So that's kind of the setup.
One thing it will affect
Clubs, though.
is there is that rule about playing 2 international games and how that kind of locks you in to being a player of an international team.
Yeah, that's true.
And how that was kind of spaced out and based a little bit off form, like a player like Tomori. He had a really good run of form when he was at Chelsea. He got called up for a 2-game stretch and then never got called up again.
And it could have been on Niger.
He could have been Nigeria, could have played for Canada, actually.
Oh, facts.
Stories like that will probably be less likely to happen because, well, that's not necessarily true.
Or more likely.
More likely to happen.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think
I guess
about
it's less instances of
Seeing you
call-ups,
have a
but
change of heart is nice.
Yeah.
more likely to happen, actually.
Yeah.
Like, it's more likely that players will get locked in quicker because you have more games to play during the stretch.
Which is an interesting tactic by the federations because they want to be able to lock you in.
Yeah.
Like Spain would have tried to do that with Ibrahim sort of thing,
Yeah.
or maybe younger Hakimi.
What I do think it will also do is it will increase the prestige of getting called up to the national team because it's more games. So like
For like qualifiers, yeah.
the 4, it's not 2 short games for World Cup, it's 4. 4 like feels a little bit more important. Like you're going to national team camp for 3 weeks, comparison to 1 week. So
Fair.
Do you think it makes it harder for people to break into teams?
I do, absolutely, because it means that there's the cliques and the units and the groups form faster.
That's interesting.
And national teams are all about cliques.
Yeah.
So
It really is. That's why France imploded
That's what I was
in
gonna talk about.
2010.
Yep.
What a fall off that was. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We're about to get into BEIN. We're gonna talk some CAF qualifiers. Very, very exciting stuff. But any last little predictions for either CONMEBOL, CONCACAF, UEFA in terms of qualifiers? I know you riding with Haiti. Y'all got a chance to qualify.
Look,
How's it looking? Put the camera on. Yo, Kendra got something to say.
Haiti Shea. Please. Nicaragua on Thursday. Or is it Wednesday? No, it's on Thursday.
Regardless.
Just one time.
Just win, bro.
This is the first year of my life I've ever seen like the Haitian national team actually put effort into like its media presence. We're seeing tunnel fits, we're seeing players with interviews in the camp. Like people actually getting to know like the players that are coming from France and Canada and the US. This is the most like hype I've seen around the team and like effort put into it. And I just pray, bro, because if I get to see Haiti in the World Cup, I don't know.
I really hope that
I'll do anything.
I need to see it, bro.
I'll do anything for it, bro. I would sacrifice Musi.
Yo, that is the craziest stray I've ever heard. He just looked at you. He's like, whoever I first look at, you're dying for it, bro. Yo, this is the spin-off to the movie Him. Like, how we get Haiti in the World Cup.
You know what?
Anyways,
Absolutely ridiculous.
You know what's interesting? For this World Cup, what ends up happening is that there's going to be like a final qualification tournament, like a final playoff tournament.
Yeah.
They might host that in the U.S.
I think they are.
They are, right?
Is it confirmed?
I think so.
That's
How does
interesting.
CONCACAF qualifying work too?
Yeah, but it's also I feel like I saw that you play those second place games against teams from other like continents,
Yeah, exactly.
which I also think is interesting.
You do. So it's like a
That's why
pre-World
we're
Cup
talking about Nigeria. We'll
That's-
probably
that's
go through
intense,
that.
bro.
It's crazy.
in the U.S.
It's a
I hope-
taste test.
I hope
Yeah.
we get Nigeria. I hope we get second
Haiti,
place.
Nigeria.
I hope we get
Shit.
second place and we beat Nigeria. All the Nigerians here, I'm on smoke, bro.
You want to? You're not scared of Osimhen in the mask?
Nah.
Nah.
Bro, I've seen them lose to some whack ass teams, bro.
Lesotho on that. Yeah, facts.
I've seen them take some L's in my time, bro.
I am crying, bro. Hey man, y'all only. I mean, it's
TikTok.
only a couple games in, but
TikTok Warriors. Snapchat Warriors.
if y'all could beat Nicaragua, leapfrog Honduras or Costa Rica,
I think we can do. We already beat Costa Rica.
and Costa Rica's not.
Nah, we drew them.
They're not at their peak level when they made the quarterfinals of the World Cup and all that. So y'all have a chance,
We
man.
have a chance. This is literally the only time in my life like we'll get this close.
But the expanded format's gonna keep helping Haiti, and Haiti will keep getting better.
But it's because U.S., Mexico, and Canada are hosting.
Oh, true, because then they're gonna have to qualify for 2030. That's a fact.
Over like
Y'all
this-
got-
this
yeah,
less-
man.
Like this is literally the only time, bro.
It'll be back.
Please, bro. Please.
Y'all will get it though eventually. Hopefully this year. Facts.
Yeah.
Should we get into some BEIN sports? Some CAF?
Yeah,
Let's
please.
do it. Welcome to another episode of Five Aside on BEIN Sports, and we are heading
sir.
into a very exciting international break. We are going into the last 2 matches of the CAF qualifiers in Africa. And there's a lot of very exciting storylines that we will be getting into. So I'm going to pose with y'all a few different true or false questions leading into this. Are y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
First up, we have Nigeria will turn it around and qualify directly for the World Cup. True or false?
Absolutely false. Absolutely false. Absolutely
Not even
false.
with the point reduction?
No, because South Africa has easy games. And so South Africa should win their games,
Yep.
which allows Nigeria to go in second. But first is they don't deserve it. They didn't have a good enough qualifying run.
Oof.
They don't. And so
Oof.
I don't think the answer is false.
Yeah, false for me. False for me. I think too little, too late. Got the 3 points closer. I don't think it's enough.
False, but you see what happened last time with them in international competition. They turned it around somehow.
They did. Final of AFCON. It's true.
For me, it's false. They're gonna drop points, disappoint their people.
All right. Moving on to the next one. Dennis Bouanga of Gabon will finish as top scorer ahead of Mo Salah. True or false? He currently leads with 1 more goal than Mo.
This is tough because I think Mo is in a place where he needs to turn around. So I'm going to say false because I think that Salah is going to be looking for goals because of what has been happening with his form back at Liverpool.
Interesting.
And it's going to be tough to defeat a Salah that's looking to right his form. I think Bouanga will score some. I think Salah will score more. My answer is false.
All right. I'm going with true. I think he's going to be the top scorer. He's top scorer right now in MLS. He's having the season of his life. He's the strike partner Aubameyang always wish he had. He finally has towards the end of his career. Shout out to him too, having a great season at Marseille, but I'm going true with Dennis.
Oh, Dennis, true, man.
I'm going with Dennis as well. He got Sonny playing with him, setting him up in the States.
Yep.
And then he got Aubameyang back home. You can't ask for more as a striker.
All right. And next up, and lastly, DR Congo will beat out Senegal and finish top of their group. True or false?
I think false. I think while Congo has a very, very good squad and they brought in incredible players,
Yep.
and even seeing Wan-Bissaka sign for or switch over to Congo is
great
really,
to
really
see.
cool.
Yeah.
Great to see. I think the prestige that Senegal has had in recent years will, unfortunately for Congo, kind of win out. Football at the end of the day can sometimes just be about heritage and who has the history and the prestige to take them over the line. And I think in African football, Senegal is a giant that still is yet to be topped, and Congo isn't there yet.
Yeah, Senegal is expected to take that for sure.
Yeah, false. I'm going with Senegal as well.
I'm going true.
Hey, okay.
Senegal beat them last time in qualifying. I think Congo, after their performance in the last AFCON, is looking for revenge, and now's the time to do it. They're in form. I think they'll take it.
All right. And speaking of CAF, we got to talk about one of the best players in the Premier League right now. Your boy, Semenyo, who's been absolutely balling for AFC Bournemouth, just bagged another brace. But how good is he right now in the Premier League? Is he legitimately the best player in the Premier League right now? Do you think he's top 5? Is he top 10? Where do y'all see him ranking in the Premier League?
In current form, he gets into any team at the moment.
I agree.
You know, Kluivert even said he's world class, and that just comes down to consistency. But being able to beat your man at his stature, very quick feet. You know, very explosive guy. So no, he's always talked about his come up story. You know, the fact that even when he was coming up, you know, he was denied a lot. And it's showing now he's not being denied anymore.
Definitely not. I think, too, just what you spoke about, his explosiveness and shiftiness on the wing, to add that in with now an increased goal contribution, and especially in these big moments, I think it's taken him up a notch. I don't know if he's the best Premier League player right now, but if he continues at this current state, he could have a legit shot at Player of the Year in the Prem. So that's why I think about it.
Amen.
I think Semenyo right now is undoubtedly the best African player on form. That's easy to say. Now, in terms of whether or not he's the best Prem player, I think in the recent weeks, the goals that he's scoring and the confidence that he has puts him up there. I think what's easy for me to say is that he's the most confident Premier League player right now.
Yeah.
That is something I think that's underrated and not spoken about enough. But we were talking about fear and fearing players earlier.
Yeah,
and
for
defenders
sure.
fearing someone coming at them. If I see Semenyo coming at me, I'm terrified. And that's kind of how I feel right now. You can tell that he's someone on a mission. And for Ghana, it's an incredible person to have.
With Kudus on the other side,
Yes,
too.
sir.
Whew, that's the team right there. And then speaking of a couple other great African players, Mohamed Salah and Achraf Hakimi finished very high in the Ballon d'Or rankings, but were unable to win it, which still has the 1994 Ballon d'Or won by George Weah, the only one won by a player from Africa. What do we think these guys have to do to win the Ballon d'Or? Do we think they actually can do it? And who can be the next one to take on that role from George Weah? What's your thoughts?
So this is an interesting year for African football because African players are uniquely positioned to have a major international tournament and then the World Cup, AFCON, World Cup, which means that if an African player manages to do very well in AFCON and do very well in the World Cup, their ballot for winning Ballon d'Or should be weighed very heavily. A player like Salah or a player like Hakimi has the chance this year to win an unprecedented amount of trophies, whether it's with their league club teams or with their international teams. And I feel like the prestige that's not given to AFCON in recent years is slowly starting to catch up, and people are slowly starting to value the tournament more and more. If an African team manages to pull off what Morocco did in the World Cup last time and go all the way to the quarterfinals,
semifinals, first ever African team to make the semifinal,
and then manages to win AFCON, I think on paper, had Hakimi had the season that he had then, and also done reasonably well in the Champions League, say semifinals, win Ligue 1, and win Coupe de France, Ballon d'Or, deserved Ballon d'Or. And I think if he doesn't win a Ballon d'Or with a season like that, or if Salah manages to win Premier League, do well in Champions League, win AFCON, do quarterfinals, semifinals in the World Cup, Ballon d'Or. And if they don't, then there's a conversation that needs to be had about how AFCON is looked at and how African players are looked at. Because that is how you get the Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or is obviously always going to be connected to Champions League ball. So for Salah, I think that's the only thing missing for him. Speaking 100%. About those two players.
Yep, and he's yet to win AFCON, even though Egypt has the most AFCONs. So, I mean, if he was able to get that and then lead the Ballon d'Or, you know, and we've been asking, like, how great does he rank in terms of African players all time? That would be the cherry on top for me.
The question, though, is why didn't Hakimi deserve to win a Ballon d'Or this year?
Yeah, him or Nuno Mensch or Vitinha, or how do you not be a striker?
Bro.
Yeah, I think what Kendrick's saying.
It's literally, that's it. He's a defender.
Just because he's a defender, he doesn't deserve it?
He's not a... No, he's just not.
It's the voting. He's
not the person that the journalists are going to be like, this is the person that's the most exciting that people want to see on the poster.
But
because he's the defender.
Hakimi is a defender that goes forward with blistering pace, scores
more.
goals,
I couldn't agree more.
gets in the middle.
He's not scoring 40 goals in a season.
That's fair, but I do think his play style as a defender, mixed with if he's able to do, who knows, a back.
I agree.
But listen, I'm saying how
defender with the best chance.
I'm more saying how he can win it. You know what I'm saying? If he does that, a back-to-back treble, which we've almost never seen, and then that similar win AFCON semis World Cup, you have to give it to him.
So let me give you a scenario, just to kind of round this off. You have a player like Dembele, who has a similar season playing with Hakimi on PSG. So Dembele wins Ligue 1, wins Coupe de France, semi-final Champions League, and wins the World Cup. You understanding kind of the resume that he has to present, and he scores about as many goals as he had this season. Hakimi, on the other hand, has a season where he wins AFCON, semi-finals World Cup, wins Ligue 1, wins Coupe de France, and goes reasonably far in the Champions League.
How far is reasonably far?
Semis? Yeah.
When you're looking at the ballot, who are you giving the Ballon d'Or to then? Because my question pretty much is, like, how much are you weighing AFCON in the Ballon d'Or?
We're saying Dembele wins the World Cup.
Yeah. If I would flip it so that the other person didn't win the World Cup.
Okay. All right, take it down a notch. Dembele and Hakimi in this scenario both make it to the semifinals of the World Cup, and both of their teams lose. The notch that Hakimi has over Dembele is that he won AFCON.
I'm giving it to Hakimi.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Knowing how important he is to the team beyond stats, and then to add an AFCON, and we do know how important team success is to winning the Ballon d'Or, that to me personally would win it for him. For sure. Unless, again, you have a World Cup winner who had like a 60-goal season. If somehow Norway did, I guess France couldn't because Mbappe plays the same team as Dembele. But I think that AFCON would get him the Ballon d'Or. So we'll have to wait and see. Can't wait to watch AFCON on BEIN Sports because I think it is going to weigh into the Ballon d'Or conversation. So a lot of big moments to happen this winter. And then speaking of Ballon d'Or candidates, Kylian Mbappe's little brother just scored an equalizing late goal against PSG for Lille. Kylian Mbappe himself was actually in attendance as well for this incredible moment, doing the same celebration as each other that apparently actually his little brother made playing FIFA way back in the day. So just thoughts on kind of that brotherly moment and maybe where these two brothers can rank all time in footballing brothers. You have the likes of the Thuram's right now. You have the Hazards, but what do we think about the Mbappe brothers?
Are you saying that Ethan created the Mbappe celebration?
He did.
Oh, wow.
He did it while they were playing, I think FIFA 17 is what Kylian said.
It's fire.
Yeah. I like him giving the credit to the little brother because, sometimes the older siblings don't like to give that credit.
I would've
I
never
appreciate
given him
that.
credit.
As a little brother, I appreciate that.
As an older brother, I would have never. I would have never told anyone.
You wouldn't have said that about France?
No, it's mine. It's my celebration.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think what it shows, at least just from what it shows, is that there has been a little bit of a bit of negative energy around Ethan because he is the brother of such a famous player.
Yeah.
The whispers of nepotism, the whispers of "do you deserve it," have always kind of been over his shoulder. He showed that he's one of the players that in Ligue 1 that can take it to PSG this season. He scored a goal against PSG
In a big moment.
Not every how many players can say that went through Ligue 1 that they went and scored a goal against PSG? That shows at least a certain level of talent that is undeniable. I don't know how much else we'll get from him in the rest of his career, but even that is something that no one can take away from him.
Yep.
It's put him on a level that most French players will never be able to get to. So
That's
yeah,
real.
I think I'm worried about commenting on like their future, like where they'll go. But I think if we're just looking at now, like you mentioned earlier, it's just a beautiful moment between brothers. It reminds me of the Turan brothers too.
Yep.
And like both of them scoring in that match between Inter and Juve, and then at the end of the match, like sharing hugs, sharing smiles, sharing laughter, and even just knowing like the Bellingham brothers as well.
That's
both
a good
playing
one
at
too.
the same time. Like it's just we're blessed to be able to see so many like brother pairings at this moment in time. Because I feel like in the past it wasn't like that as much.
Yeah. And I'll say this is kind of a crazy thing to say, but is Mbappe the best player ever with a professional brother next to him? Off top, in at least the modern era, a player of that caliber, who, if we're thinking about all the records he's breaking, everything he's doing, to also have a pro brother, because Ronaldo doesn't have the brother, Messi, Maradona, Pele, all these guys, Xavi, Iniesta, etc. That's why I think all time, if Ethan has like a pretty solid career, that's a pretty crazy brother pairing.
pound for pound, they could be one of the best brothers.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So, for sure. Keeping it in Ligue 1, Ansu Fati with 2 more goals for AS Monaco. He now has 6 on the season after returning from injury, all the things that he's been through in the past. What are y'all thoughts on Ansu Fati coming back and looking this good?
For me, it just shows the importance of rehab.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've seen so many players rush to come back and play, get hurt again. We know of players right now, young players who are struggling in other leagues to come back because their teams are forcing them to get on the pitch before they're fully ready. So I think it's just a testament to Monaco and the whole system that they have over there, the healthcare system that they have at the team that's actually prioritizing the players' long-term wellness. And so I hope that a bunch of more teams will also adopt that mentality because we're seeing the fruits of that labor.
100%. And I think one of the really cool things is it's a World Cup year, and I think he can break into the Spain squad if he continues to play this well. I don't think he'll become an out-and-out starter, but I think on the wings is where there's a little bit less depth. After Nico Lamine starting, no question, barring injury, I think he could get his position there. I don't think he can really play 10 for Spain because there's way too many midfielders, but off the left wing as a late sub sort of thing, or just adding some extra dynamic dribbling ability, which sometimes is what Spain lacks because they're so pass first, I think he can make the squad. Probably a fringe player, and he definitely has to keep it up. But I think if he has the season we think he can have, I think he can make this World Cup squad.
That'd be a beautiful story if Ansu
Come
Fati
on
made
now.
it to the World Cup playing for Spain. That would be beautiful.
100%.
Talent can't be denied.
100%. Speaking of talent that cannot be denied, Andre Onana with a big 4-0 win for Trabzonspor. How do you say it again?
Trabzonspor.
Okay.
Trabzonspor.
With a 4-0 win for Trabzonspor, man of the match again. And the question really is like, can Onana fully get back to his best? Can he make his way back to a team that goes to a Champions League final? Is Trabzonspor going to be the place of this rebirth? Like, what are y'all thoughts? Because he's really balling out to start his time with them.
I think
out of nowhere, too. We did not expect this.
No, I think it shows, one, the ability for players to go to Turkey and kind of find themselves and make a career for themselves that maybe people thought they weren't able to do.
Right.
Another example of that is someone like Davinson Sanchez, who went to Galatasaray and has really revived his career. He's now an out-and-out guaranteed starter for Colombia. So it shows that the Turkish league is a place where you can go and regain your confidence. It's also interesting because Turkey is a place that is extremely difficult to be like serene in when you're playing because of how passionate the fans are.
Yeah.
So what it does mentally for players is I think it kind of hardens them a little bit in terms of getting rid of the noise and kind of dealing with all the outside stuff that someone like him might have had to deal with in Manchester playing for United. I honestly think that as a goalkeeper, your career is much longer than any other player. And so he has time. If he finds his footing at Trabzonspor, he can, of course, make it back to a team in England, in Italy, in France, and have a very long career. How he started now only shows that the ceiling is much higher for Onana than people might have thought.
Yeah. Agreed. I think that PSG goalkeeping job is a little more open than it was in the past with Donnarumma leaving.
That's a good point.
Give it a year or so. We'll have to see.
And you know, there's the constant shuffle of Milan players to Chelsea. So we might see Onana at AC Milan one of these days.
After playing for Inter?
It's happened before.
That's true.
Cameroonians have done it before.
For sure, for sure. To finish things off, though, PSG is the kings of Europe at this current moment, and two of their largest challengers are having quite a difficult time right now. Liverpool, 3 straight games with losses. Barcelona, back-to-back losses, including a 4-1 demolition by Sevilla, which is something we definitely didn't expect. Who do you think of these two teams is more in trouble in terms of challenging PSG to take that crown?
It's got to be Barcelona.
I agree with you.
Liverpool is also down bad, but Barcelona with the injury problems that they're having,
Yep.
the fact that they can't get their stadium together, the fact that they're trying to play games abroad and not focusing on what's going on at home. I think they're just really distracted. If they don't get it together quickly, I think it can be a very slippery slope.
Yeah.
But Liverpool is not safe either. A huge loss against Galatasaray a few weeks ago in the Champions League. Again, showing the strength of the Super League. So they're both in trouble. But Barcelona, I don't know. They can fall apart really quickly.
I agree with you. And I think Barcelona's high line is getting exposed now more than ever. And I was talking about it last season. Like, you can't keep winning 5-4. And now they're losing 4-1. That high line is just getting torched right now. And I just don't think sustainable. You add in the injuries. You add in how they look without Lamine and Rafinha, because they do not have the depth of the likes of Real Madrid and Spain. I think Barca's in more trouble. Liverpool also has so many new pieces. I feel like they're going to take some time to figure it out. But they have the depth. Barca, y'all better figure it out, man. So I go with Barca.
Playing that far up the pitch with injured players, too, is very intense on the body.
Yep.
You know, Liverpool had a really good offseason.
Mm-hmm.
But they bought a lot of people, so their system is built to last the whole season. So, no, I don't think it's comparable.
Agreed.
I agree with you guys. I think Barcelona is kind of suffering from the lack of investments that they've been able to make. When you have that many injuries and you play a style of football that forces people to run that much back and up and down, up and down, up and down, the consequences are what we're seeing this season. Might have worked last year, but if you go on 10 all year last year, what's going to happen is you're going to get some 4s and some 3s this year.
For sure. That's all from us this week. You can catch Five Aside on BEIN Sports, BEIN Extra, and YouTube, and we'll catch y'all next week. Peace. All right, appreciate y'all for another episode. That's episode 98. Episode 99 up next. Got some guys very excited for it. And then episode 100 after that. Lots of things playing, man. Love y'all.
Thank you.
Peace. Yo, and go subscribe. It's free. Come on, help us out. We love you.
It's a
Peace.
fact.
Mbappe is corny. Bye-bye.
No, he's not.